By the time you finish this video, you'll understand why the hours between dinner and sleep may matter more for your energy after 50 than anything you do at the gym. And there's one small mistake almost every man over 50 makes around 9 or 10 at night that quietly drains his testosterone, wrecks his recovery, and leaves him waking up foggy and flat. I'll show you exactly what it is and the simple evening routine that can turn it around. But stay with me, because the most important piece comes near the end. Here's something most men don't realize. Your body does the bulk of its repair work, its hormone production, and its energy recharging while you sleep. Testosterone, the hormone tied to your drive, your strength, your sharpness, and your mood, is released in its biggest pulses during deep sleep in the early hours of the morning. So if your nights are broken, shallow, or just a few hours too short, you're not only tired the next day, you're cutting off the very window your body uses to rebuild the chemistry of vitality. That's why two men the same age, eating the same food, can feel 20 years apart. One protects his nights, the other burns them. And after 50, the margin for error gets thinner. In your 20s, you could stay up late, sleep badly, and bounce back by lunch. The machinery was forgiving, but as the years add up, your natural testosterone tends to drift downward. Your sleep gets lighter, and your body becomes far less willing to forgive a bad evening. The good news, and this is the part I want you to hold on to, is that the evening is also where you have the most leverage. You can't control everything about aging, but you can almost completely control the 90 minutes before you close your eyes. And that's where we're going to focus. Let me start with the mistake I mentioned, because it's so common it's almost invisible. Most men spend the last hour of their day staring at a bright screen, a phone, a tablet, a television a few feet from their face. That bright blue heavy light hitting your eyes late at night sends a signal to your brain that it's still daytime. And when your brain thinks it's daytime, it holds back melatonin, the hormone that tells your body it's time to wind down and sleep deeply. Less melatonin means lighter sleep. Lighter sleep means smaller testosterone pulses and weaker recovery. So that innocent habit of scrolling in bed isn't just costing you sleep, it may be quietly costing you the hormonal rebuild your body is trying to do all night. So here's the first move in the routine. About 60 to 90 minutes before bed, start dimming your world. Turn off the overhead lights and switch to a single warm lamp. Put the phone down, or at the very least, flip on the warm night shift setting. If you like to watch something, push the screen further away and lower the brightness. You're sending your body one clear message. The day is over, it's safe to power down. Think of it like an airplane beginning its descent. You don't slam a jet from cruising altitude straight onto the runway. You ease it down. Your nervous system needs that same gentle descent, and most men never give it one. The second move is about your last meal, specifically the timing of it and what's in it. A heavy, late dinner forces your body to spend the night digesting instead of repairing. Your blood sugar spikes and crashes, and those crashes are often what jolt you awake at 3 in the morning, heart faintly racing, mind switched on. So aim to finish eating about 2 to 3 hours before bed. Keep that last meal built around real protein and vegetables rather than a pile of fast carbs and sugar. Protein gives your body the raw materials, the amino acids, it uses overnight to repair muscle and support hormone production. And by steadying your blood sugar, you give yourself a smoother, deeper, more unbroken night. One simple tweak. If you tend to wake up hungry or shaky, a small protein-based snack, something like a handful of nuts or a bit of Greek yogurt, may help hold your blood sugar level through the night. Now the third move, and this one's about a mineral most men over 50 are quietly running low on: magnesium. Magnesium is involved in hundreds of processes in your body, including the ones that calm your nervous system and help your muscles relax. As we age, and with the stress and processed food of modern life, a lot of men simply don't get enough of it. And low magnesium is linked with poorer sleep, more nighttime waking, and that wired but tired feeling where your body is exhausted, but your mind won't switch off. Foods rich in magnesium, leafy greens, pumpkin seeds, almonds, can support your levels. Many men find that a little magnesium in the evening can support deeper, calmer sleep. I'll come back to the specific kind of support I trust in just a moment. The fourth move costs you nothing, and it's one of the most powerful. 3 to 5 minutes of slow, deliberate breathing before you lie down. Here's why it matters. After 50, many men live in a low-grade state of stress all day. That's the fight-or-flight system, running quietly in the background, keeping cortisol elevated. And cortisol and testosterone work like a seesaw. When stress hormones stay high, especially at night, they suppress the very recovery and hormone production you're trying to protect. Slow breathing is one of the fastest natural ways to flip your body out of that stress state and into the rest and repair mode. Try it tonight. Breathe in gently through your nose for a count of 4, hold for 4, and breathe out slowly for 6. The long exhale is the key. It's the brake pedal on your nervous system. A few minutes of that, lying in bed, and you can feel your shoulders drop and your mind start to quiet. And if you want faster, longer lasting results, I've put the exact natural support I recommend in the link below this video. Let me give you the fifth move, because temperature is something almost nobody thinks about. Your body actually needs to cool down slightly to fall into deep sleep. A bedroom that's too warm keeps you in that shallow, restless stage all night. So keep your room cool, dark, and quiet. Here's a trick that sounds backwards, but works. A warm shower or bath about an hour before bed. When you step out, your body temperature drops, and that drop mimics the natural cooling that signals deep sleep is coming. It's a simple way to nudge your body toward the recovery window where the real hormonal work happens. Now, the sixth move is the one most men resist, and it's consistency. Going to bed and waking up at roughly the same time every day, weekends included. Your body runs on an internal clock, and that clock controls the rhythm of your hormones, including the early morning testosterone release we talked about. When you bounce your bedtime around by hours night to night, you confuse that clock, and a confused clock means scattered, weaker hormone signals. Pick a window, say 10:30 to 6:30 DOS, and defend it like it matters, because it does. Within a couple of weeks of a steady rhythm, many men notice they start waking up just before the alarm, clear-headed, without that heavy fog. That's your internal clock finally working with you instead of against you. And here's the piece I told you to wait for, the thing that ties all of this together. Every single one of these moves works because of one underlying principle. Your energy after 50 is not really about doing more. It's about removing the things that block your body's own recovery and then giving it the raw materials it needs. Most men chase energy with more coffee, more sugar, more pushing, and all of that just digs the hole deeper. The men who actually feel strong and clear in their 50s and 60s aren't grinding harder. They're recovering better. They've learned that vitality is built at night, in the quiet, while everyone else is scrolling themselves into another foggy morning. That shift in thinking, from forcing energy to protecting recovery, is the whole game. So let me pull this together into something you can actually start tonight. 90 minutes before bed, dim the lights and put the bright screens away. Finish your last meal 2 to 3 hours before sleep, built on protein and vegetables, not sugar. Support your magnesium levels through your food and, if you choose, the right evening support. Take 3 to 5 minutes of slow breathing with a long, slow exhale to switch off the stress. Keep your room cool and dark, and use that warm shower trick to help your body cool into deep sleep. And above all, hold a steady bedtime so your internal clock can do its job. None of these are dramatic. That's exactly why they work. They're small, repeatable, and they stack. Do them for 2 weeks and pay attention to how you feel when you open your eyes. That morning is your scoreboard. I know how it feels to drag yourself through the day running on fumes, to wonder if feeling flat and tired is just what getting older is supposed to be. I want you to hear me clearly. A lot of what men blame on age is really just years of broken recovery. And recovery is something you can rebuild, starting with a single better night. You have more control over your energy than anyone ever told you. It's not about being 25 again. It's about becoming the strongest, clearest, most capable version of the man you are right now. If you take just one thing from this video, let it be this. Protect your nights, and your days will take care of themselves. And if you're ready to make this easier and feel the difference faster, I've put the exact natural support I personally recommend in the link below this video. Go check it out and start tonight. Thanks for spending these minutes with me. Keep showing up for yourself, keep these small habits going, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay strong, stay sharp, and take care of your vitality, because no one else is going to do it for you. And just so we're clear, everything I've shared here is general education to help you live well, not medical advice. So always check with your own doctor about what's right for you.